Hey guys, I'm going to teach you how to play the solo to Tom Petty's Last Dance with Mary Jane. We're going to dive right in, and I'm going to give you all the cool stuff that he's doing in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk about how he's kind of approaching it through the scales just real quick so you guys understand the foundations as well. Let's dive in. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate kind of in little parts and halves. So the first half is really just this lick. Twice, so it goes again. Pretty much the identical lick. So I've got my A minor pentatonic thing happening, right? A little shape one. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a lot of mashing going on. So I'm taking my third finger and mashing the G and the B strings together. But I got these fingers kind of behind it, are all mashing here on the G and the B. Give it a little bend. I like to bend down. You can bend up. Up to you. So I'm going to go down just a hair, just to give it some nasty dirt. And come back. Right? And I get myself a little pull off. If that pull off's not happening, strum it. That's fine. That pull off gives it a little flair though. And I come back to that root here on the 7th fret of the D. Then I come back to my 5th fret of my G and B strings. And I'll give that a little stank too. And then that last, I go back to where I started and I bend this just ever so slightly and cut it before I get to really anywhere. Right? A little tension. Right? So it's a very nice blues move. Right? Kind of gives it a little, I don't know, something. But do that twice and that's it. So that's kind of the first half of your solo essentially. And then it launches into a kind of a tricky part. I had to play this a few times to really kind of feel good about what I'm about to teach you. So it can be a little loose. Overall, let me just go ahead and give you kind of what it is, and I'll break down some of the things that you can play with and the overall idea. It's really just the scale, okay? So as is any solo, but right? So that's pretty much it. I played a little bit slower than normal because it's kind of tricky and weird, and there's a lot going on. So essentially, I want you to know that in the scale that we're in, it's just 5th fret B, 8th fret B, 10th fret B, 12, back to 10, 8, 5, 3, 1, kind of ending on that 2nd fret of the G, which is your root, bouncing off your G, basically G. So let's get into it. So it's going to be kind of this 5th fret B in high E. So down, 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 up, and then all right, here we go. So I like to I hear a G in there, and it's almost like right here he transitions from the G into getting more of a high E once he comes up to the 10th. It's like, do you see that? I kind of opened it. Once I get to the 10, I kind of just now close that G and open up my high E. It's a weird thing. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Try it. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. I'm sliding to everything. And I'll maybe play that 12. Down, 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 slide down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. I'm kind of pedaling that high E for most of what's happening here, right? For pretty much the rest of the tune that you're going to hear. So down to the slide, to the A, then to 10. Just grab that 12 just for a second, and then I'm going to slide back I'm kind of messing that up. He goes. So the rest of it's kind of, I'm sliding back to that 10 from the 8 a couple times. And I'm going to come back to the 8 to the 5. I'm kind of going right back down the scale. So kind of the first half, and then, and you don't have to slide there. You can just hold that 10 down, 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 down. But then just hit that 8 real quick all the way to your 5. Down, 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 8, 5, 5. Right? So 3, 5, 3, 1, 3, 1, A, G, A. So, sorry. So once I get down to this 5 and back here, things kind of start moving quickly. 3, 5, 3, 1, 3, 1. And then I'm on the G string now. 2, 0, 2. A little vibrato there. Okay, so all together slowly. G, high E. Okay, so that is the solo, or at least the second half. Take your time with each of those parts. Really all that matters is that you're kind of playing up these notes and coming back, ending on a root. That's really the most important thing. I play this song all the time at shows. I really never play it exactly like I showed you, if I'm being honest. But that's pretty much what you're going to hear in the record. And that's essentially what I'm doing whenever I'm playing it live. I'm just kind of keeping that theme of coming up and down in no real certain order personally. So don't stress about getting it. If you really want to get it exact, definitely listen to the track, use this as a nice guide, and then dive into the track and go piece by piece. That's what I had to do to really get it right. 50% speed, and you'll be just fine. Work your way up. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, and make sure you check out the rhythm section of this. The video should be popping up right now to learn how to play all those rhythm parts if you haven't done so already. Very, very helpful for really consuming the solo fully and knowing what's working, why it's working, and how you can use it for maybe your own song. Thanks again. See you in the next video.